star wide receiver Tyreek Hill dislocates his knee, tearing multiple ligaments in his knee. Per his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, Tyreek Hill's surgery is now complete and went very well, according to doctors, adding that another surgery will not be needed. Quote, it's about rehab and he will play next season. The realistic goal is the start of the season, end quote, which is kind of amazing when you consider the level of, full knee dislocation, multiple, it was very gruesome. And, I want your guys' reaction to the injury and then this follow-up news. But I'll just say, I was in Kansas City when they drafted Tyreek Hill. And his career, he is, this is a weird thing to comp it to, but you'll follow the logic. In a way, he's like the Tom Brady of receivers, in that he is the most out-of-nowhere, unexpected superstar, no doubt about it, first-ballot Hall of Famer, relative to his draft position. He was the 165th pick in the draft. Oh, wow. Some of that was because of problems that he got into in college, no doubt about it, but he had to transfer away from Oklahoma State. But, you look at all the other all-time wide receivers, Jerry Rice was picked 16th. Justin Jefferson, 22nd. Yeah. T.O., he came out of nowhere. He was 89th. You look at Tyreek Hill's production relative to where he was drafted as a wide receiver, 150th pick or later. He's second in yards, tied for first in touchdowns, second in catches, and that's all to Antonio Brown. So he was going to shatter those numbers if he kept playing. And so his speed obviously made him special, 5-time first-team All-Pro. It's great to hear that the expectation is that he'll come back. But in terms of what he's accomplished from where he was drafted, he's truly one of the great out-of-nowhere success stories in NFL history.
Yeah, it's rough, right? Because he's 31 years old, and all I can do is reflect back to some of my injuries. And one of the things that I always wanted to happen, especially while getting injured or before getting injured, was can I get back to being the ball player I once was, right? What's my superpower was being able to move a man from A to B against his will. Tyreek's superpower is speed, right? Yep. He didn't get the name Cheetah for being a great route runner, right? What he does best, especially with him and Waddle on the field, you're going to see cover 2 right off the snap because of his vertical threat. When he returns, can he go back to being that guy? And I was 33 when my knees went bad. He's 31 coming off a gruesome knee injury. I don't know if he can. I know I couldn't. Now, he's a way better athlete than I was.
Sure, world-class athlete.
But there's serious concern about who he is when he comes back from this type of knee injury.
And you talked about Tyreek's, the start of his career, and when you think of Kansas City's offense and how explosive it was, it's because he could take a 5-yard pass and turn it into a 70-yard pass in a heartbeat, because not only his speed to threaten you vertically, but his catch and run speed where he could run away from the defenders. And this is so disappointing for him because he was so close on all these numbers. And you hope that he's going to be able to come back, and that I guess the positive of this is even if he's not